Well, for a lot of women, hair defines our personal style more than almost anything else. And that's why serious hair loss is so devastating. But thankfully, there's help and there's hope. Non-surgical hair prosthetics, like the one you see here, don't cure the problem, but they certainly make a woman feel more beautiful and confident. Hair loss affects about 30 million women in the United States, and the American Academy of Dermatology also says it is a growing problem, with more and more women coping with serious hair loss.
John Ladoff is here from the Transitions of Wisconsin. They specialize in non-surgical hair prosthetics. And he's brought along one very happy customer, Alexis Cohen. Welcome to the show, both of you.
And your hair looks great.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that's maybe where we should start is telling people a little bit of your story, because you have alopecia, which means it's an autoimmune disorder that causes you to lose all of your body hair.
Right.
And you were how far lost on your head?
16 years old when I was diagnosed with my alopecia, and I'm 27 now, so I've been suffering for the last 11 years with alopecia. Wow. And this has been a really great opportunity for me to feel better and feel confident and feel really young and healthy.
Good for you. And Alexis, thanks for sharing this picture of you, which demonstrates some of the areas where you were losing hair. You told us before we started this segment you actually lost 90% of your hair, so even more than that picture shows. Now, this is an after picture showing a non-surgical hair prosthetic. When you said you were suffering for 11 years with this, what is it like to suffer with hair loss? Because for women who have not experienced it, maybe don't understand.
It's very challenging. Every day you wake up and you want to feel beautiful. That's a normal thing. We feel beautiful from the inside out and the outside in. And part of our confidence is in our appearance. And when you can't stand comfortably and chat with people because you always feel that they're looking down at your head, or you don't want to be in a family photo, or you are hiding behind your desk all day because you don't want to meet with your clients because you don't feel good. And so this gives you the freedom to have all of that back, all of that control and confidence. So it plays a full circle. It's very intimidating and it's very scary. How do you talk to your girlfriends about this? How do you maybe relate to your husband or a man? It's much different philosophies. Men are expected to lose their hair as they get older. Women are not expected to lose their hair, whether they're 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's hard. You're not expecting that. You're always expected to have long flowing locks or very fun, sassy hair. But when you're constantly trying to cover and make do with what you have, and is it going to be a hat day? Is it I'm not going out kind of days? That's challenging,
right? And finding ways to hide it.
Oh, absolutely.
John, how did you meet Alexis, and what is the general process of how she went through getting a non-surgical prosthetic?
Well, usually what happens, the most important thing is to actually have the potential patient come and visit with us. What we do is we actually take and use a microscopic camera, take a look at their hair and their scalp to determine if it's a scalp condition, if it's a hair condition, and how we can properly treat it. One of the benefits of our company is we offer all the options. The non-surgical prosthetics, laser and scalp treatments, surgical transplants. So we do a number of different options. So we can treat more patients with different options, whatever suited for them, what's best for them.
Are you surprised at the effect it has on a woman's feeling about herself when she receives a hair prosthetic?
Actually, we get a lot of crying. And at first, being a guy, that always made me nervous. But then when they're crying and they're happy and their husbands are telling them, wow, I got my wife back, we can go out to dinner, we can she can get dressed up and go do the things she likes. I had a woman the other day that says she won't go swimming with her kids because of her hair. She's scared her hair is going to get wet. So it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. It's a huge confidence booster. I swim, I golf, I downhill ski. I mean,
good for you.
My life is very fulfilled, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
You're not supposed to be hiding behind things. I'm the first one to smile for a picture. It's fun. It's fun for me. I know that I'm portraying a good image, and that's the thing. When you are able to step into their world, it now becomes your world. And Transitions has a great way of making you feel very welcome and very comfortable. No matter how young or old you are, woman or man, you get a real sense of who you are again. And that's
because you want to look good.
Absolutely.
Would you, if other women came to you asking for advice, would you tell them that it was definitely worth it?
It's a hands down. There's nothing scary about what I'm doing. I live a great life. Nobody knows unless I say something to them. Nobody ever has a clue. They say to me, "What?
I wouldn't have known."
Is that really possible?
Wonderful. I love the fact that right now that there's this open house where people have a chance to meet you and talk to you about your experience, and that this is going on from 2 to 7. That's happening today from 2 to 7, going on this afternoon until early evening, and then again tomorrow from 9:30 until noon. That's happening at Transitions. This is your opportunity to meet Alexis and people like her who have had this incredible experience of recognizing how important a hair prosthetic is, and I know, John, you'll take people in, give them consultations, and help them determine what's the best course of action for them. Transitions is located on North 117th Street in Milwaukee. For more information and to find out more about those times and your visit that you can make there for the open house, call 778-2030, and your web address is wantmorehair.com. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for being so open and honest.
I hope some people come out and meet with me. It's just nice to see some faces and have somebody to talk to about it. And that's why I do this, because I didn't have anybody to talk to.
Nice of you to do that.
It's nice to have it, whether, gentlemen or women. I hope we have some nice people.
I hope so, too. Thank you so much
You're
for
very
both
welcome.
of you.
It's a pleasure.